bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Brady now on first down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The 27-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs. Established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
the first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Jones. And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shot. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
At the 1-yard line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
For the point after.
Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. 6-0 our score after 1.
The score, Buccaneers 6, Ravens nothing.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Check it back. Yeah. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. They'll
indeed go for it with Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down now, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson, buying time to his left. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Down by Marcus Peters.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart,
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 50 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
7-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Down at the 35.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell. Running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And the lead is now 2.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 14, Buccaneers 12. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down is Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. That's sort of a second quarter to forgive for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
After the sack on first down, Jackson steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And a line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Brady going to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
By Antoine Winfield.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They're going deep downfield and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On first down, Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard taking it in. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're on 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Jackson's pass.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
The 46-yard
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
At their own.
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 39 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye. He
just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Flushed out right. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Golston in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Under pressure, and he will go down. sacked back at the 46. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Off play action. Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Forced out to his left.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.